Hi, and these comments are for a student who sent me an integrated writing practice test yesterday. You're doing, it's called my free TOEFL writing practice test evaluation service, and you want to get an estimated score on the essay that you wrote. And wow, I got some good news for you. And this is Michael from Better TOEFL Scores. And let me look at the actual rubrics here. I'm looking at it right now. This is going to sound crazy, but I got a feeling that your writing right now is pretty close to the 5 range. Wow. 5.0 or 30 points out of 30. Is that even possible? Now, I'm going to look at the essay right now. I'm going to put you at 28 to 30 right now. I might slightly lower it as I read it, maybe. Okay, so let's take a look right here. Okay, so you say the reading passage in the lecture discuss about the relationship between bears and humans. Bears are widespread and live in a variety of habitats across the globe. The author believes that bears are prone to attack humans when in close proximity and quotes certain behaviors that indicate the same. The passage also provides certain tips that can be followed to escape a bear attack. The lecture challenges the statements made by the author. He is of the opinion that humans are not excessively vulnerable to bear attacks and argues that the signs of a bear attack are interpreted wrongly. He further states that the methods suggested to escape from an attacking bear are highly flawed. So I think the only problem here is, you're not going to be counted down for this, but there's no way you're going to be able to do this introduction in 20 minutes. This is 115 words, so I would recommend that you cut that down to maybe 25 to 50 words, right? So explain mainly what's going on in the reading passage and then show how the lecture challenges those statements. And that's probably all you're going to have time to do there. Okay, next paragraph. The author suggests that bears tend to attack more when they no longer fear people. It is mentioned that those people who live very close to bears and feed them regularly are more likely to be attacked. This argument is changed by the lecturer. So here, you might use a word like this. I would recommend to show the contrast. He quotes multiple instances where bears have not attacked humans, even if I would put live nearby. To start with, he says that people, an eagle, blah, blah, blah. So you talk about the two examples. That's good. You say, secondly, the writer contends that bears have a natural aggression toward human beings. The article notes 2 particular symptoms displayed by the bear that indicate this. One of them being a bear standing on its hind legs, and the other I'm going to put, I think, to be a little parallel there, the other being the huffing and growling of a bear before an attack. The lecture, however, rebuts this by providing counter meanings for these two tendencies. He elaborates that the bears stand on their hind legs when they want to get a better view, and so on. We have that. Then the last paragraph. Finally, the article posits 3 methods to flee from a bear attack. The author suggests running away as fast as possible, climbing a tree nearby quickly, and shooting the bear using a gun in the worst scenario to escape. You say the lecturer, on the other hand, you need to put a comma here, does not agree with these techniques and postulates the flaws inherent in them. He condemns the idea of running away as a trigger and to a chase response by the bear. He further says that bears, being very fast runners, can easily outrun humans and also climb trees. He rather suggests talking to bears and escaping discreetly. And also, you want to change this to making, right? Because you have here, right? Why am I saying this? Talking, maybe, escaping, and then you can send also making noise. Okay, to sum up, both the writer and the lecturer hold conflicting views about bear attacks and the ways to escape them. It is clear that they will have trouble finding common ground on this issue. Exactly. They're not going to agree on it at all, right? Now, let's take a look at what does Microsoft think about your grammar. Let's take a look at it. So you have a few conciseness issues. I'm not going to worry about these things right now. I just want to get some data about what you did here. Okay, so what this is telling me here, I'm looking at the words per sentence. I'm going to say 19.2. You want to try to get this closer to 25. So you have a lot of shorter sentences in there. So you want to change that. Your average characters per word is 4.6. Try to get that closer to 5. Your grade level is 9.3. That is not very high. I'm going to be honest with you. You want to try to get a grade level, say 13 or 14, because you're trying to show that you can write at the collegiate level, that you're ready for academic writing at least at the undergraduate level. So that would be my suggestions there. Now let's go back to the rubrics here, and let's see if I can... Okay, let's look at a 5. It says, a response successfully selects the important information from the lecture, coherently, accurately presents this information in relation to the relevant information presented in the reading. You did that. You actually did that. The response is well organized, and occasional language errors that are present do not result in inaccurate or imprecise presentation of content or connections. Yes. Now, I don't know exactly how E-Rate or ETS's artificial scoring engine will react to your vocabulary and your sentence level, but I have a feeling it wouldn't be, they're not going to score you as high as you think, because I think you need to improve a little bit your sentence variety. You need to combine some of your sentences to get that average sentence length closer to 25. But still, I mean, I have to say yes to most everything here, and you certainly don't have many. You have very, very few grammatical errors at all. And any errors you do have, they don't in really any way affect the meaning of your ideas. So I'm going to give you a score here of 28 to 30 points on this practice test.